Well, a special person in my life asked me to say something about my day. It is really not too easy to me, putting in words so openly later about the reality I go through these days. I have a lot of friends under construction and temperatures and being like a bag, meat bag of the generations, but a disgusting, hell abominable shit Sodoma Argentina. All uniformed, I'm sorry the word. That same kafoch is brother. And suddenly I am destroyed for more. And I just special on the day, in a special way, were noticed that Sodoma, Federal Police of Argentina, Metropolitana Police Government of the Buenos Aires city, with the hospital Alvear, the head and each the generates of the hospital Borda and hospital Pinheiro, with medical logistics council of the government of the city of Buenos Aires with Aníbal Fernandez, Fabián González, the generate inside of the brothel of Valdo Carnival, pretended of pastor, with him, Guillermo Horacio Frame, Omar Cabrera, Juan Crudo, pretended of pastors, with Forensics Corps of the Justice of Argentina, and the degenerates of them all have ripped off of me about 12 job opportunities in a very good enterprises, with a very good earnings, with a very good everything, for the giving the best that I got, like a job. And the appointment letters for having interviews never reach out at my doors. Not in my family's, not in mine. Like the rest of it. And like something that International Criminal Court about a couple of days sent me, which were a couple of tickets, plane tickets, to fly away. Another Visa Black and a Platinum Visa, just in case after, which of course were out, the whole of it, and documents for I to present myself in front of the New York's International Criminal Court's courtrooms for the giving the testimony and for a simple interviews, a hearings about the reality of my life and whatever I was saying and whatever we would have to handle, and being responsible for my trial, every one of them, so whatever I had to say or to do. And insistes this health Boshefocha Sodoma in the saying, if I think I'm going to do whatever I want, if I think I'm going to have the chops and the earnings or whatever I think I gotta have, that if I want a job, that I go to pick up cardboard on the streets, thousands of people's, the plan of Christina Kirchner, all they to choose, running and destroying people and put them like homelesses, Oh, they don't work because of they don't want. If they want to eat, go for baking cardboard. Thousands of people live a day of picking cardboards in the street. Done. And I'm found isolated with my family and the families of my friends with not knowing nothing. Forging causes and making a machinery of demons in psychiatrists, logistics, and forensics titles. Demons in Federal Police of Argentina chiefs, Metropolitan Police chiefs, Armed Forces chiefs, Senator, pedophilic degenerate Aníbal Fernandez, whore, disgusting manipulative psychopath degenerate genocider, Mrs. prostitute Cristina Kirchner president, thief, degenerate, murderer, liar, manipulative genocider, abomination, squatter. And the whole of the prostitutes evangelics playing the Lord speaks to us and we are true and we are right. Stealing me out my life chances and saying that I only belong what they says that I have to. And the way they says, of course. I have been going through over this for an entire life, when I never have been conscious until 2004 and 2003, which I came on a different state of mind. It started a process over realizing the last 10 years were every day the same. Making isolation over our lives. We do have not touched on nobody and nothing, and they arming and forging and making up any misappropriating criminal usufruct of the institution of justice, health, police, forces, ministries, Senate, Congress, courts, and making any kind of a shit up at the backs. And we never knew nothing except for the other night to bring us knowledge. The reality of never have been in a reality that this we're making face to face and telling the whole of the delirious pesco bajo that has in the fecal sprains that are every day and saying keep it silent, we gotta research until we don't get them, making all kind of the generations, forgery, complicities, organizations of liars, criminals, degenerates, making up any kind of a thing. Lying, damaging us institutionally, internationally, socially, workly, lowly, in the whole of the ways. And like to say clear, lowly, using anything like to make this Sodoma degenerados circus and its whores. And I am found with my family abducted, thinking that I am a demon, delirious, that I cannot be without medication, which the last manipulated forced internation which I will resist will be worse, which still insists is insane, with no other happen but the other armed, manipulated, forged chaos, like always we're doing in my entire life. This degenerates all. The pride and the suburb and the so templated, crab, rotten shit brains of forensics and logistics saying, we are the sirs. We says what is done and we are the expertises. Who is going to discuss to us? We say what it is. And if you have a problem, sends the faggots Sodoma to rape and kill. I'm sorry the words again. I am not feeling all right. I am not resting well. I need a nod the psychopath patterns, like this psychopath's patterns, says I got, are a complete that generates cycles, organizations, self-convincing and bewitching themselves and making a machinery structure of the hell for the everything to look like is what we say. And any associated that generate that with a couple of grains of chunky stuff and a couple of coins gives until then lives. And everyone is in the hell. How am I feeling today? Like a klutz to cleaning the Sodoma generations. Like a carpet for the most abominable freaks of the rotten shit of the Babylon, Egypt, Rome, and Sodoma. And forgive me about these terms because of Egypt still Egypt. But whenever I mean Egypt, I'm talking about my supposed schizophrenic psychopath patterns of the religious. Same Rome. There is this reality that I go through every day here. This obsessive hell gargolians degeneration lives permanently to making me witchcraft, slaughter me in my life, rip out of me anything that I can never have saying that belongs to them. Rape and destroy my friends, seeking for them, hunting them, rape them, destroy them, kill them. Here as in the world, are every day obsessed to making this to me and putting up on me and saying, acá se la hacemos, se la vamos a hacer, se la hacemos, sí! And the reality of every day delivering with the how best making to match everything, to make it all look like they say. Raping, murdering, disappearing people, any kind of a witness, any kind of a governmental who can show just the truth and say right now. And the prostituting presidents pretended of the star, the beloved. They love me. I am the kid one. Oh, you don't know what I'm suffering and going through. The Kirchner's brazen hell shit circus Officialism often generates all aware but a couple of victims, and all manipulating but a couple of victims, and all forging and arranging and complicing and organizing criminals for that too much but a couple of victims. It is every single day with the machinery of the Egypt Gargolian Spotlet Habatosh Botahatomanono Akaloch Fushka. We were right all the time. We are right. He's a very excellent starring. Manipulates everybody, makes believe anyone. And anyone can hear it and say, oh yes, this person is true. But we know it. It's a psychopath. We have been examining it all the time. These patterns. Spotle betra malvin kotle vesofat khati komaleta malvena khalavut la yobarachotov. Over a sector well located for there to match the control. On the other sector, well located and well to match the control. It is nothing of God. Don't you see it? Cannot be nothing of the God. It is impossible. There is nothing like we that can say this to be of God or giving something of God, but profaning and being a witch and manipulative liar. And is a very like we to say of the generate. We followed and shown, and our officers of the force shown ya. Evangelios. And over the other side of the situation, to match the control and to be so well understood that it can be done. Oh, it is a cycle that generate. We already seen it. You don't have nothing to give to this. You don't have nothing to do about it. It's a totally delirious cycle that generate cannot give nothing good. And it's exactly what we tell you. Prostitutes himself is a chunky, is a dealer, robs cell phones, makes people's targets over all of the city. We have the spraying one. He's all the time stealing him, robbing him. Whenever he wants to go for a cell phone or anything, goes behind and steal him and stole him a lot of money, and also we're making a lot of destructions and damages and lying everybody and having accomplices all over the places to supporting its business and its tragedy, degeneration and abomination and crime that lives off. And for the being sure that everything's going to work all over the places and in neighborhoods, all Sodoma Federal, Sodoma Nestos police stations, with Sodoma that generates Metropolitan Police, Gobierno de la Ciudad de Buenos Aires, over. Oh, have you seen that? Oh, that one is a prostitute and it's thinking of us all the time, goes and comes and is here and watch me, is seeking me once I don't give him that. And also is a chunk, is a prostitute, lives for it. And to the neighbors and everybody, and to the commerces, the stores, cybers, enterprises. Oh, we know we have it controlled and also needs medication, gotta be internated. And whoever to say is contrary and puts order or wants to put in order. And what's the matter to you now? And what's the matter to you now? Come blow me because of my command! Oh, you're under arrest! And off of local, for there to match on the control, and everything to be done like they do need, of course. He's a terrorist. We have nothing to discuss about this one, and you are using a terrorist psychopath that we are following, chasing all the time, and watching its organizations that it's rising crime against our government and our people in our land all the time, and we're in jail so severe times, and we are chasing it, and we cannot end because of you support it. To the government of the United States of America of Barack Obama, to the government of the Israel, Shimon Peres, to the government of Swiss, to the government of Spain, to the government of Italy, to the government of UK, to the royalty of Spain, to the royalty of UK, and also to the BLANCO, whatever to be in the G20, United Nations, Human Rights, and I don't who. Whatever. Sport lemet gamalviat haval fushecha khatareki omar khanem velach khatoshmanam. Against International Criminal Code and International Code of Justice. And I'm a liar, of course. How am I feeling today? The reality of my life has become speechless. There are these disgusting koblekhotikos potalachash sodomaki around telling, we don't do all of that already. We don't do all of them. We have done everything already. No, it's this one missing. We're going to do it. Oh yeah! And due to what? Rape, rob, murder. Making the whole the generations that they exist as for. And they says, I give everything for a penis, for a phallus. And they exist for a rotten degenerate sick phallus that they all are. That's all they worth. And that's all they are. And that's the way they die. Forever. Like a damn hell shit rotten phallus of hell. That's what they die. Forever. Because of ain't no other thing they will be. Like Sodoma. Never were any other. But damn shit. So like I said, while delirious saying that they are going to making me fall and making me believe that they are so excited to making something to me, and that they says that I gotta go for, and I to believe that they are about to, making in the middle of the public way so exciting. Cape fetish. Make it think, make mind control, make it think and make it fall. Plays with the psychopath, plays with yourselves. That's what you are, and that's what you'll be dying every single damn day of your damn disgusting hell shit of an existence. Existence is forever. How am I feeling today? Speechless on the reality of feeling slaughtered. My pieces of my life poured all over. Destroyed, sighted, isolated, with a machinery of demons and she-devils that generates all over, making anything that they want. For their Roman hell horse doesn't want to accept the reality that they are nothing but what Adonai says to be, and that they doesn't serve no God but a hell person. And for the degeneration of servile, abominable crap, cave in space in this damn hell of a country, to this old Kirchner rotten shit of a meat, to making the generations that they've known and keeps on making to all of us. I am feeling like a simple piece of a thing that any degenerate and disgusting hell, sodomaki, abominable freak, to doing whatever they want, and playing at the stars and stars, being just a piece of a rotten damn shit, sick, dead fellas, forever, everyone. Shut up. How am I feeling today? Like a prey in front of a pack of demons. Like a prey that every day suffer bleeding, slaughtering, and all kind of a destruction, with no rest or restless, going through it, not making nothing better, but dealing with the situation and trying to see what I can do for and what I can give best. I'm feeling like a shadow. And I have lost a lot of love, but I earned it as well, forever, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yeshua HaZareth, in the name of Ruach Elohim. I will have them all there right up. And I'm feeling so trembled, denigrated, degraded, offensed, injured, damaged, destroyed every single day, unstopping, so hidden, so bleeding, that I don't know where am I anymore. This is how I feel now. At this January 24th, 2014, at this Buenos Aires noon, 12:13. This is how I feel.